I grew up in the plantain fields of Guatemala, Izabal, Guatemala, very impoverished region. My grandfather was murdered for his lands, so my family basically inherited a lot of poverty because of it. I worked those lands beginning at the age of 5 because it's either you work or you go to school. The school is only reserved for the wealthy in Guatemala, and I was not one of them. It wasn't until I was 10 years old that I immigrated to this nation that I began to learn to read and write. I was a 10-year-old starting kindergarten. I skipped kindergarten after 2 weeks because I started to excel. My education process has been very difficult. I'm the oldest of 5 boys. After I graduated at UNC Chapel Hill, I began working construction, did a lot of ride share, whatever I could to help out my younger brothers have more of a stability than I had. So a lot of those 10 years were really helping out my family, working for them, doing whatever I could to help. In the meantime, I also taught as a high school science teacher. My students know me as Mr. Ed. To be sincere, I really wasn't even thinking of applying to medical school. I'd given up. I'm a lot older than my peers. I applied because my students encouraged me. Like, Mr. Ed, we know you want to be a doctor. We believe in you. Ever since I was 7, I've known what kind of position I wanted to be. Even working in the plantain fields of Guatemala, a young boy can still dream. And that was always to practice family medicine. To me, that's huge. It's a doctor for everything. The white coat to me has always been about commitment. It's a lifetime of service, of knowing where you're needed. Being a Brody Scholar to me is being part of the vision that Leo and Sammy had for Eastern North Carolina. They were grateful for the opportunities that this area of North Carolina was able to do to their families. They were immigrants. They weren't born here, just like I wasn't. But they were able to raise up a community that trusted them. And they created programs like the Brody Scholars program. They saw the need. Because I'm older, I have friends who went to medical school whose professors don't even know their first name. ECU Brody School of Medicine. Professors will know your name. Dr. Bright will call you. Amazing is that? Someone like Dr. Bright gives you a phone call personally and tells you, this is my personal number, Ed. That's unlike any other school. I never got a phone call from any other schools that I interviewed like that. It's incredible. Only at ECU. It's family, and you can see it. It's felt.